Hello friends, so welcome back to your own channel, that is We Are in Techno World. So in this lecture, I will tell you about model-based reflex agent. And in the previous video, we have covered simple reflex model, or you could say the simple reflex agent, right? So now, you just check what exactly the meaning of model-based reflex agent. So, as the name suggests, model based. Model based means knowledge based. Knowledge based. That means like you are having or you have to create one kind of model that is based on the previous history, right? Model based. Here, model based refer to the model which is based on the previous history. Okay, so that means in case of model based reflex agent, it can be handled partially observable environments by the use of a model about the world. And this agent has to keep track of the internal state, which is adjusted by each percept, and that depends upon the percepting history. Right? So, what is the main keyword over here? The main keyword over here is the percepting history, right? Because in case of model based, we are having the internal storage as well. हमें हमारे पास एक स्टोरेज सिस्टम भी होगा जहाँ पर हम प्रीवियस हिस्ट्री को क्या करेंगे, सेव करेंगे, सो दैट दिस काइंड ऑफ मॉडल बेस्ड इंटेलिजेंट एजेंट कुड टेक द एक्शन, राइट? यहाँ पर एफ एल्स कंडीशन तो काम करेगी, बट फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल बिफोर टेकिंग द एक्शन इट वुड चेक ऑल द प्रीवियस हिस्ट्री, right? I think this is clear to you people, right? So model based reflex agents are made to deal with partial accessibility. They do this by keeping the track of the part of the word it can see now. It does this by keeping an internal state that depends upon what it has seen before. So it holds the information on to the under observed aspects of the current state. मीन्स अब यहाँ पर मॉडल बेस्ड रिफ्लेक्स एजेंट पे आपके पास ज़रूरी है इंटरनल स्टेट, बिकॉज अब आपको यहाँ पर क्या करना है, आपको द अर्लियर हिस्ट्री यू हैव टू स्टोर इनटू द इंटरनल स्टेट, दैट इज वाई, राइट? तभी आप एक ऐसा मॉडल, एक ऐसा इंटेलिजेंट एजेंट बना सकते हो दैट कुड टेक द डिसीजन based on the previous history as well. For example, chaliye, you just understand it with the help of example. Just like self-driving cars, right? Self-driving cars में क्या है, number of sensors has been deployed, right? In self-driving cars, number of sensors has been deployed so that they could sense any kind of object over here. For example, like there is a rainy season and the window is open, then automatically it could turn off, right? Even though your self-driving car is on the road, and in front of that car there is one object or one child came, right? Now the car has to take action. The first thing, in case of simple reflex, it would be immediate action it would be taken. In case of model based reflex agent, first of all it would check before applying the brake, it would check in the previous history whether I have pressed down the brake or I have slowed down the car, राइट? आपको चेक करना होगा द प्रीवियस हिस्ट्री, राइट? आप इमीडिएट एक्शन यहाँ पर नहीं लोगे. जस्ट लाइक दिस मॉडल बेस्ड एजेंट कैन वर्क इन अ पार्शली ऑब्जर्वेबल एनवायरमेंट एंड ट्रैक द सिचुएशन. And this agent has two important factors. The first one is model. It is knowledge about how things happen in the world. कैसे होती हैं. For that purpose, we are having the if-else condition कि आपको action क्या लेना है. But by checking the previous history into the internal state, right? All the percepting history is saved in the internal state, right? So these two things are most important in case of model based reflex agents. So whenever you would go in the exam, then you have to write these two important points, right? Then you could understand it with the help of this diagram as well. This is your environment. For example, this is a self-driving car. So the sensors are percepting the environment with the help of sensors, and what the word is like now, that means what kind of object is coming in the environment and what action should you take. But before that you have to check what is the state and how the word evolves and what my actions do in the previously, in the previous history, what type of action you have taken. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपको लेन चेंज करनी है, बट मे बी इन द प्रीवियस हिस्ट्री लाइक लेफ्ट साइड आपको अगर लेन जो चेंज करनी है वहाँ पर लाइक क्या थे, ऑब्स्टेकल्स थे बहुत सारे, तो आपने राइट लिया हो, राइट. सो दैट इज वाई बाय चेंजिंग द बिफोर चेंजिंग द लेन यू वुड चेक द प्रीवियस हिस्ट्री. आफ्टर दैट the if and with the help of if and else condition you would take the perfect action for that, right. So this is all about model based reflex agent. So you just note it down, and obviously like with the help of this video you could understand it in a very well manner. So thank you so much.